All right, everybody, this is Jamel Gibbs, real estate investor, entrepreneur, real estate mentor, sitting here in my dining room area, and just wanted to do a quick Facebook and Periscope, Facebook Live video and Periscope as well, to talk to you guys about something I think is going to be really helpful for you and your growing real estate investment business. Okay, so one thing that I want to do before we actually get started, I see there's a ton of hearts going up on Periscope. I really appreciate all the love. Keep the love coming. Okay, it helps the page grow and it helps me get excited so that I can provide more information for you guys. What's up, Dallas fan? I'm a Giants fan personally, but I appreciate the fact that you're a Giants fan. Facebook Live, what's going on? Let me see some likes go across that screen there. I get excited when I see those likes. But listen, how many of you guys are looking to get more funding for your real estate investment business? I want to see if you can just type in on Periscope and on Facebook, if you can just type in what you're looking for, how much funding you're needing in your real estate investment business, or even if you're looking for funding at this point. What's going on, DeAndre1? So how many of you guys are actually looking for funding in your real estate investment business? And that's going to be the topic of today's live video. Okay, I want to talk to you guys about one important thing that you can do, or one important thing that you can implement into your real estate investment business in order to continue to grow and scale your business. Okay. One thing that I wanted to talk about was wholesaling. Okay. So for those of you who are not familiar with wholesaling real estate, the way wholesaling works is you buy a property below market value, you contract that property, and you sell the contract. You do what's called an assignment of contract, and you basically sell that contract for a profit. So let's just say there's a property worth $100,000. Okay, you pick the property up for $40,000, and you sell the contract for $50,000. What you're in essence is doing, what you're doing in essence is you're wholesaling the property for a $10,000 wholesale fee. Okay, so that's wholesaling. Wholesaling is great, guys. You know, I'm a firm believer in wholesaling because what it allows you to do is continue to bring capital into your real estate investment business. It allows you to pay your bills, okay? But if you want bigger checks, if you want those huge, humongous checks more frequently, then you need to do something other than wholesaling, okay? You need wholesaling in order to continue to run your real estate investment business. But if you really want to scale your business and take it to a whole nother level, then what you need to do is you absolutely need to implement some other things into your business. Now, just by a show of likes and a show of hearts, how many people are actually wholesaling real estate? How many people have done their first deal right now? Just by a show of hearts and a show of likes on Facebook. Show of hearts on Periscope, a show of likes on Facebook. How many people have done their first real estate investment deal, or at least their first wholesale deal, but you're looking to take your business to a whole nother level? Okay, Ed White, what's going on? 101, you said you have. That's awesome. Congratulations. I want to say that if you're looking to take your real estate, if you're wholesaling right now, and you're looking to really take your real estate business to a whole nother level, what is it that you're going to need? You're going to need funding, okay? And I'm going to talk to you about something that each and every single person that's watching this video, watching this live video, watching this Periscope right now, you all have access to funds and you don't even know it, okay? You all have access to funding. So there's three different types of lenders. Okay, you have a private money lender, and I'm going to explain what these types of lenders are in just a moment. You have a private money lender, you have a hard money lender, and then you have something called a gap lender. And this is where the magic happens with the gap lenders, okay? Because there's a lot of people who want to get involved in real estate, but they really don't have the capital in order to scale their real estate investment business, okay? And this is where the gap lending scenario will benefit you greatly, okay? So here's the deal, guys. When it comes to private money, a private money lender is someone that they either do it professionally or they do it on the side, or they're not even thinking about being a lender, but they have access to extra capital that they can lend you on your real estate investment deal. So let's just say you got a deal, the house is worth $250,000. You need $125,000 to close the deal, and you need another 30 grand to rehab that project. And then you need closing costs and things of that nature. The private money type of investor will give you the entire 125, the entire 30, and they'll give you the closing costs on top of that as well. That's been my experience from working with private money investors, okay? Now, occasionally, you'll have a private money lender that wants you to bring some type of capital to the table. I'll get to that in just a moment on how you can get around that, okay? Then you have a hard money lender. Now, most hard money lenders are more institutionalized than private money, okay? Most hard money lenders will, even though they're asset-based lenders, an asset-based lender is basically someone that will want to look at the deal. They'll look at the strength of the deal as opposed to your personal credit situation and your personal capital situation. A hard money lender is more of an asset-based lender. So they look at the asset, they look at the deal, and if the strength is in the deal, what they're going to do is they're going to go ahead and provide you a percentage of that money, okay? But how do you fill the void, okay? How do you fill the void? So let's just say, for instance, you got a house that's worth $100,000. Your hard money lender is willing to give you 70 cents on a dollar minus the repairs. Okay? How do you fill that void? Most hard money lenders want you to bring some type of capital to the table. They want you to bring, even if it's 100% loan, they want you to bring points to the table. So for instance, I work with a hard money lender here in North Carolina, which they require, when I first started with them, they required a 5% point fee, which is if it's $100,000, if it's $100,000 loan, they're basically going to give you, they basically want $5,000 from you up front, plus the points, plus the closing costs. I'm sorry. So what that meant was I would have to bring $5,000 to $10,000 to get that $100,000 loan. Okay, so that's what most hard money lenders will want you to do. And then there are hard money lenders who will give you, let's say 90% of the loan that you need. So that means that you need a 10% down payment plus closing costs plus the points. Okay, so you need to bring even more money to the table. So how do you fill the void? How do you fill that void if you don't have any money? You want to rehab houses because at the end of the day, wholesaling is great. Wholesaling can pay your bills, but wholesaling will not, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think that wholesaling, and I've been doing this, I've been investing in real estate since 2002. I've done hundreds and hundreds of deals. I'm still doing a lot of deals on a monthly basis. In my opinion, okay, I don't care what anybody else says, because I do a lot of deals. I don't just teach it, I do it, okay? In my humble opinion, I think that wholesaling is a great start for beginners in order to build your capital, okay? But even if you have capital, like I do, I personally don't want to use my own capital in the deals. So what would I do? What should you do if you want to fill the void? What you need is something called a gap lender. Now, for those of you who don't know what a gap lender is, basically, in a nutshell, a gap lender is someone that each and every single person watching this video has access to. Okay, you have access to gap lenders and you don't even know it. A gap lender can be your neighbor, a coworker, your brother, your sister, your parents, your aunt, your uncle, whoever has access to extra capital, but they cannot afford to fund an entire deal. So it's tax season right now, okay? This is the perfect time to convince your relatives and your friends and whoever else you know it's tax season, right? I got my own opinion on taxes, okay? And I'll share my opinion in just a moment. But it's tax season. Most people come across some extra money, okay? First of all, if you're, this is my opinion, okay? Don't take it personally. But if you're looking forward to getting a refund check, then you're not making enough money. If you're looking forward during tax season to get a refund check, then you need to go out and make some more money. Because if you're looking forward to a refund check, you're not making enough money. You should be paying out thousands of dollars as opposed to trying to receive that money. That should always be your goal, okay, moving forward. So that's my own personal opinion when it comes to taxes. If you're looking forward to a refund check, you need to get out and make some more money, okay, so that you can pay on some taxes, okay? And when you're paying out thousands and thousands of dollars, then guess what? That means that you're making a lot of money. So that's just my personal opinion. I'm going to move forward. So most people right now during tax season have extra capital. So you may have an aunt, an uncle, a brother, a sister, a nephew, a niece, or a neighbor, whoever. They all have access to extra money. What you can convince them to do, okay, write this stuff down because this is really, really important. What you can convince them to do is fill the void on your next deal. Private money is hard to find if you don't know what you're doing. Hard money is easy to get. Anybody can get hard money, okay? So the only caveat to it is you're gonna need $5,000 to $10,000 in order to make a deal happen. So where do you get that extra $5,000 to $10,000 from? You can easily talk to a relative or a friend to fill the gap between the money that you don't have or the money that you need and the money that you have to bring to the table in order to make the deal happen. Okay, so the way that works is this. Let's say, for instance, you have a brother who has an extra $10,000. He cannot fund the entire deal for you, but he can fill the void. He can fill that gap. That's what they call gap lenders. They fill the gap between what you need to bring to the deal and what, in order to close that deal. They basically fill that gap for you. So let's say you have a brother and your brother has an extra $10,000 laying around, or he just got a refund check from his tax refund and he has an extra 10 grand. Convince your brother not to spend that $10,000 on new furniture or a new pair of sneakers or whatever else he wants to spend money on. Convince your brother to help himself in order to increase that income by investing it into a deal that you have lined up. So maybe you'll take one of your wholesale deals that you have and you'll use your brother's money to fill the void on that deal. You can go to any private money lender or any hard money lender rather and find out what their requirements are. Try to find a hard money lender that will they'll basically fund 100% of the deal and the rehab, okay? They're all out there. They're all out there, okay? Try to find a hard money lender that will provide 100% of the rehab and 100% of the purchase for you. All you need to do is bring their upfront points and their closing costs to the table. So on an average $100,000 loan, you're going to spend somewhere in between $5,000 and $8,000. A good rule of thumb when it comes to a good rule of thumb to use when it comes to hard money lenders is to factor in 8% of the loan amount, and that's the amount that you're going to bring to the table. So if it's a $100,000 loan, you're going to bring $8,000 to the table. Even if you have $8,000 of your own money, I do not recommend you use any of your own money in real estate deals. I don't use any. I've done hundreds and hundreds of deals. I've never once used my own money to buy real estate. And you can do the same thing by using something called a gap lender. Again, a gap lender is someone that it's just someone you know who has some extra capital laying around. This is tax season. It's the perfect time for you to set up these gap lenders in order to fund your real estate deals. Okay, so if you want to do more than one deal a month, find 2 gap lenders. If you want to do 3 or 4 deals a month, find 3 to 4 different gap lenders. Okay, and what you do is you set up an agreement between you and the gap lender as a partner. And what I do is I like to split the profits. You can offer less. Me personally, I like to split the profits with my gap lender. Okay, so if there's a $30,000 profit spread, what I'll do is I'll give the gap lender $15,000 for investing $10,000 into the deal. You get how this goes? You want to make it a no-brainer situation. You do not want to be greedy when it comes to real estate, and you want to make it so that everyone in a deal wins. So if you can make $15,000 off of a $30,000 profit spread without putting any of your own money into the deal, does it make sense? Yes, it does, because your return on your investment is infinite. Okay, so basically what I'm saying here is go out, talk to the people that you know. Okay, take one of your wholesale deals that you're currently looking to wholesale and try rehabbing that deal and make 10 times the money. Okay, the average wholesale deal will bring you between $5,000 and $10,000. The average rehab will bring you between $30,000 and $50,000. No matter where you are across the country, with the exception of New York and California, you're going to make a whole lot more money in those markets. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. Fill the void with something called gap lenders. Talk to your people that you know and influence them. Try to convince them to do a deal with you. Put up $10,000. The money is backed by the real estate itself. Tell them to fill the gap for you. That's why they're called a gap lender. And ultimately, get out there and start doing deals. Okay, now tomorrow, if you're on my email list, I'm going to be sharing with you a community of lenders. It's a software that a friend of mine has, and I'm going to be sharing what that software is tomorrow. So expect an email from me tomorrow. And if you're not part of my community, my email list, then first of all, you need to be on my email list. But if not, I'm going to share it on a Facebook post tomorrow at Jamel Gibbs' REI Education Academy on Facebook. So look out for a post that will talk a little bit about how you can fund your real estate deals through this particular community. Just by a show of likes and a show of hearts, how did you guys like today's real estate content on Facebook Live and on Periscope? Just by a show of hearts, keep them coming. Let me see some likes on Facebook. I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I will talk to you on the next training, which will probably be in another week. I'm going to try to get back to doing these on a weekly basis so I can help you guys in your real estate business. Okay? So, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy some time with my family, and I'll talk to you guys later.